Speaking of Flannery O'Connor and bad guys, we have this judge. I think she'd be a perfect character for O'Connor because, as you see here, it says that Obama judge orders Trump administration to return alleged MS-13 gang member to the U.S. after he was deported to El Salvador's notorious, I guess, CECOT prison.
So I guess this happened. Federal judge on Friday ordered the Trump administration to return an alleged MS-13 gang member to the United States. Now, mind you, I don't think this says it, but he's an illegal alien, so he's here illegally.
And he's a member of what has been designated, I believe now, a terrorist organization, which they deserve to be. Because MS-13, if you haven't heard of it, it took me a while to hear about it, is a really nasty gang that I believe may originate from El Salvador. Is that right?
So it has, I believe it originated in Salvador, but it has like branches, my understanding of it. But yes,
and so you have someone who, under President Trump's executive order, should just be gotten rid of. He said he's invoking the Alien Enemies Act. He also, by executive order, said this gang, I believe he included this gang, is a terrorist organization. Terrorists are enemies. They are alien enemies. In this case, he's not a citizen of the United States. And so he got deported. But it is incredibly cheeky of a judge to say, as this one, Judge Paula Xinis, that you have to bring the person back. He's already back in El Salvador. He is an El Salvadorian citizen, and he's in prison there. So exactly what do you intend then for the Trump administration to do, Judge? Call up Bukelele and say you have this loudmouth judge with an ego as big as her mouth saying, bring this guy back. I know he's one of your citizens and you put him in prison, but she wants him to bring back to the United States.
Well, the funny thing is she's saying this was an illegal act. How's it an illegal act to deport an illegal immigrant? Right.
But even if it was illegal, how do you remedy that? You can't bring him back. He's in another country and he's subject to their jurisdiction. She doesn't have the ability to order another country to do something.
How she's going to extradite a criminal citizen of that country's jail,
who's already in their prison, and
people are saying we should just buy her a ticket and have her go down there.
Yeah, go get him yourself.
Go get her himself. That's the thing.
I mean, what do you expect? Who do you think you are? You know, these orders are so outrageous when you hear them do something this dumb. I mean, he's the wrong person for her to be standing behind. This is not an honorable person, as you're showing here with Karoline Leavitt shutting down the hoax that he was some great guy, that he was a father.
Let's listen to her.
Okay.
First of all, the error that you are referring to was a clerical error. It was an administrative error. The administration maintains the position that this individual who was deported to El Salvador and will not be returning to our country was a member of the brutal and vicious MS-13 gang. That is fact number one. Fact number two, we also have credible intelligence proving that this individual was involved in human trafficking. And fact number three, this individual was a member, actually a leader of the brutal MS-13 gang, which this president has designated as a foreign terrorist organization. Fact number four is that foreign terrorists do not have legal protections in the United States of America anymore. And it is within the president's executive authority and power to deport these heinous individuals from American communities. It is a promise he campaigned on. It is a promise he is keeping. And every single person in this room should be grateful for that, considering especially MS-13 is very prevalent and prominent here in the District of Columbia, in Maryland, and in Virginia. And the president, the attorney general, everyone who has been involved in these operations is focused on eradicating these criminals and terrorists from our communities.
Boom.
She's not wrong, because they are some of the, if you read about the MS-13, I'm always shocked and horrified by the kinds of crimes they commit. They're really brutal. They're horrible. They are indiscriminate. And I think it's great. At first I thought it was, kind of novel. I mean, he was making a gang, a terrorist organization, but he's not, Trump is not wrong with that, because they are not homegrown. It's not like the Jets and the Sharks, you guys. I think that's what these judges think is like West Side Story. Like they're still living in a world of like the Jets and the Sharks. One's from Puerto Rico, one's from New York. No, They're not dancing and keeping a syncopated tune to Bob Fosse, Judge Xinis, right? These are violently organized criminals from a different country who come here to prey upon our citizenry, to traffic, to do racketeering, to do also violent crimes. And, are you kidding me? This is the wrong cause. But I like how Sir Glenn says Judge Xinis orders the country of Greece to change its name to olive oil. That's exactly this. You know what? That would make more sense, Sir Glenn. That would actually make more sense than what she's ordered. I mean, I order the country of Greece to change his name to olive oil. I order the country of El Salvador to return one of his violent criminals that that he's a citizen of the country, and take him out of prison and bring him here. It's the same. It's equal.
And has he?
It's
he
equal in
probably
absurdity.
committed crimes in El Salvador too.
Oh, I'm sure. That's why he's in prison there.
You know what would be funny? Is she going to go to El Salvador and be like, I'm a judge in El Salvador now? I mean, what is this lady?
No, Fletcher, you're right. And the fact is, I think I read that the reason. So it's one thing to deport him. He's not. Just let's be clear. He's not in prison in El Salvador for violating our laws.
Right.
Okay, El Salvador is not saying, hey, you violated the laws of the United States, we're going to put you in prison here. No. He's wanted in El Salvador for his own violations. I think they said he may have committed a murder there. They already had him on the list to put in prison. He's in prison for that. So we said we don't want him here. He has no right to be here. He's an illegal alien, but more importantly, he is a foreign terrorist by designation, which the president, I understand, can do under his Article 2 powers. And this judge says, oh, no, bring the murderer back here. But as we're, I think, making fun of her rightfully, it's also moot because he's in another country. And I mean, it doesn't make sense for a judge to make an order that she knows to be moot, right? I mean, that sounds insane to me. You're saying, go jump in that lake and retrieve. What are you talking about? Like, that's obviously dumb. Come up with something better.
Right. I mean, you do have to understand that I don't know what she's reading into the law of this and what she's supposed to do. But you know what?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
She is not.
You got to read Sir Glenn's comment, because I'm sorry, he gets the Monty Python nature of this judge's ruling.
And if it passes on and gets reincarnated, he was asked to do another life sentence.
That's what she's ordering next. Yeah. She's ordering next.
I'm ordering the soul of the deceased to serve time, and not only that, I want him to work.
Listen, I do believe this is the kind of thing that if Saturday Night Live would actually get their act together and make funny jokes, this is the kind of this rich material here.
Like, share, and subscribe for more.